The name Dr. Roger Leir has become synonymous with the term alien implant. Dr. Leir had a long career as a podiatric surgeon and was recognized as one of the most significant leaders in the research and collection of physical evidence from alleged alien abduction cases.
Located the object, and we're trying to get an instrument so that we can get a hold of it and get it out.
Dr. Leir pursued his quest for knowledge within the field of ufology with great intensity. Dr. Leir generously served as a medical consultant for MUFON and was also a state section director for MUFON Ventura and Santa Barbara. He founded a nonprofit organization called Alien Scalpel, or ANS Research, to investigate the physiological and biological aspects of the abduction phenomenon. He also worked in conjunction with the Close Encounters Research Organization, or CERO, founded by Yvonne Smith. Dr. Leir had a long-time interest in UFOs and began his involvement with MUFON in the 1980s. At first, he was skeptical of the idea of alien implants. In 1995, at the MUFON Symposium, he was approached by a woman who presented him with her X-ray scans that indicated she had a foreign object in her big toe that she believed was related to alien abductions. Leir decided to end the controversy once and for all and extract the object to demonstrate that they were nothing out of the ordinary. However, he says what he found was not easily explainable. Eventually, he came to believe these objects, along with others, were of extraterrestrial origin.
When we found the object, the first one, and we took it out, it looked like nothing that I had ever removed before in the way of a foreign body. And believe me, I have removed all sorts of things, from even a hair to paper to metals of various kinds and so on. Never saw anything like this. It was a T-shaped affair that was wrapped in a very tight biological tissue, which was this really strange color and texture. And then we took a scalpel and we wanted to see what was inside. That's the idea of the whole thing. And we were amazed to find that we couldn't cut through this biological tissue. It came back with absolutely no inflammatory response. Now that really makes you want to scratch your head, because how do you get something into the human body and not have the body react to it? Well, that just doesn't happen.
Dr. Leir published his first book on his work, The Aliens and the Scalpel, in 1999. His next book, Casebook, Alien Implants, was published the following year. Dr. Leir also had a fascination with the case of an alleged crash of a UFO and the sighting of an alien being in Varginha, Brazil in 1996. In 2003, he traveled to the area and conducted an investigation. This investigation was documented in his final book, UFO Crash in Brazil, published in 2005. In July 2010, Dr. Leir suffered a severe rollover car accident while returning home from the International MUFON Symposium in Irvine, California. He injured his foot and stomach and was hospitalized for some time before returning to his various projects. In 2012, Open Minds reported that Dr. Leir had been suffering from a debilitating case of shingles complicated by diabetes that caused serious infections and medical complications. California branches of the Mutual UFO Network held special gatherings to pay tribute to Dr. Leir and his many years of dedicated work, and collected donations in order to help defer the cost of his medical bills. Dr. Leir spoke at the 2012 International UFO Congress, where he was just getting back to lecturing.
Although I went through a terrible time health-wise, for some reason I'm still hanging around. And one of the reasons I'm hanging around is to wait for disclosure to come.
Although Dr. Leir did not get to experience formal disclosure, he served as a witness for the citizen hearing on disclosure in 2013. He presented his analysis and research and argued that the implants are indeed physical evidence of abductions.
Let's assume that what we learned from them up there, let's just assume hypothetically that this is a reality. What kind of a position would you think that the United States would be on a world scale if a third world country, a renegade country, would release the entire amount of information to the public of the world?
Dr. Leir's extensive research and involvement made him a prevalent source of information, and he was interviewed frequently for radio and television programs. He's traveled the world presenting his conclusions. In the past 7 years, he was able to visit 42 countries. One of the most notable events where Dr. Leir was invited to give a presentation was at the Society for Scientific Exploration in Paris, France. In 2009, Alejandro Rojas spoke with Leir about how he entered this field and his own sense of skepticism concerning alien implants. In 2010, Dr. Leir removed an implant from Ron Noel of Thousand Oaks, California. The operation was filmed, and the implant was then examined under the Open Minds microscope. According to Dr. Leir, these objects are composed of a metallic substance that can stimulate the generation of bone cells on the surface, so there's no rejection and no inflammation. Dr. Leir was kind, generous, and treated everyone he met with individual attention. He assisted experiencers in finding hypnotic regression or counseling to help them understand the abduction phenomena. He also provided medical advice and helped many individuals suffering from adverse effects due to their abduction experience. Dr. Leir and his many contributions to the field will not be forgotten, and he will be truly missed. This is why we are proud to award our Lifetime Achievement Award posthumously to Dr. Roger Leir.
Dr. Leir is missed, and he frequented this conference, and it just doesn't feel the same without him. So unfortunately, he will not be able to accept the award. His family also could not make it. However, Yvonne Smith will be accepting the award for him. There she is. You want to say a couple things?
Yes. Thank you so much. I know that Roger is here tonight. I feel very emotional right now because he was a very good friend and a respected colleague. And I know he would appreciate this. I was hoping to get his wife Sharon and daughter Shayna here. I really tried, as Alejandro knows. And I was very honored when they asked me to accept his award. So thank you so much, everyone.